Hey there YouTube. Just as a warning, the pollen count in Britain is very high and my nose does not like it at all. So today we are going to do a mock review of these three Rahi. They have quite a lot in common. Firstly, they're all Rahi. Secondly, they were all built on a whim, and so shouldn't be taken too seriously. And three, I guess they could arguably be considered cute. So I figured that these three could, be reviewed at the same time. So we're going to start with either the oldest or the newest of them, depending on how you look at this. This is the Hedgehog, which is a revamped version of an old one, which I made a while ago, which you can see there. As you can see, the general design is still the same, but it's completely different structurally. He now has ears and legs, which are always good. I admit that the concept itself isn't the best stroke of creativity, is it? Getting Von Nebula's spikes and turning it into a creature with spikes on it. But I was actually going to dismantle this, since I'd been stealing pieces from it gradually. But then I thought, you know what, I've got the June 2013 group shot coming up, may as well give him, make him look a bit more presentable. So yeah, I'm actually very happy with how he looks. He's very solid. Got two lines of spikes. Well, one more than before. He used to have a single one. He now has ears as well, which I don't know if you can see them there, but they look quite nice. So yeah, generally quite happy with this one. Moving swiftly onwards to the Dodo. I made this one at roughly the same time as my most recent Titan, which is Fisher. I intended initially for Fisher to have bronze pieces as well, but those didn't make the final cut. So in the middle of building Fisher, I thought, well, I've got all of these bronze pieces and nothing to do with them. So today I'm going to build a bronze MOC. And I had no idea what I was going into, and so after playing around for a bit, I thought that the Likan head would make for a pretty good beak, and so this was the final result. In the first version, the Dodo did not have movable wings. I then fixed that, and so you will commonly see the Dodo running away with his, wings up like that, legs just like, yeah. I realised that these feet don't look like birds' feet at all, but like I said, not to be taken too seriously, and hey, they make him look a bit more goofy, so all the better. And what else am I going to use for feet, right? Because they're not going to be, you can't really get claws or talons that small, and in bronze as well. Yeah. Also movable jaw, as you'd probably expect, and a red tongue. I don't think anyone's picked up on that. But I thought that would be nice. Anything else? Oh yes, her name is Melon. That's as a request. Well, no, not a request. That was because loads of people mentioned the movie Ice Age, and I don't know if you've seen it, but there is a scene where there are a load of dodos chasing after a melon, and so her name is Melon, which is quite nice. That's all for the Dodo. Third and finally, we have the Llama. This was another spur of the moment, well, kind of spur of the moment one. I kind of wanted to build something lime for a while, partly because my only other two MOCs with lime in them are Spore, who uses, let's see, about less than 10 lime pieces, and Sock, aka Broken Pieces, who uses even fewer, and that's just his head. So I figured, oh yeah, I want to build a full line MOC. So I was messing around with these spiked corroder pieces, and I thought I want to use them. And I made this head, and I thought, what the hell is that? Could be a mantis, could be an alien, I suppose. Make it into an alien scientist, or make him into a puppet. I quite like the idea of Bionicle Muppets, but eventually I made it into a llama, which I was a good decision, I think. I'm very happy with it. You can see that there are little tufts of tufts of fur there. There's another corroded piece on the underbelly to continue the texture, which I quite like. A Lewa something Mystica thing which I got from the Exalera mask there. Mainly for the shape, because it's got a rounded tail, as opposed to, well, it's slightly too big for llamas. They're usually a bit less, you know, thick that way. But I'm very happy with that. Also, another thing is that you'll notice that black is not the base colour, as well, because black is generally the go-to base colour, isn't it, when you haven't got the right pieces in the right colours. But I thought, you know what, no, I'm going to go with grey on this one, partly because I'd already used grey up here, and so I figured, oh, let's just keep it to 2 colours, you know. I also replaced some of the light grey 3 axles with these stoppered grey axles, even though they don't need to be there. It's just so that I don't add an extra colour unnecessarily. There are also, yeah, because of the llama's status on DeviantArt as a kind of, it's a very popular thing. You can give other people llama badges for free, and in the comment of this deviation, I said I will give a llama badge to anyone who posts a comment with a llama emoticon in it. And in the end, I ended up giving about 60 llama badges or so, and the llama itself received about 1,000 odd favourites in about 3 days, which was very overwhelming. But nevertheless, I am very happy that I built him, and hopefully the next project, well, you're probably all getting sick of these, you know, cutesy mocks by now, but the next project will hopefully be a little different. So, I think that's all I have to say, so thanks for watching, bye!